in from our insertion point. Really steep right here. Nice part about it is these cows have walked this enough, giving me good traction here. So again, we're going into the bottom of the valley down by the creeks here in Scotland Ranch in Kamiak, Idaho, doing the survival school, survival challenge. I'm doing this alone, folks. I'm filming it alone. So I've got my survival gear, all my food, stuff that I don't find from the land, like wild edibles and fish, hopefully some fish. I'm having to pack in. I have 0 drinking water on me, but there's natural springs down here, and I've been given a little map as to where those are at. With water and the amount of food that I have, even if I don't supplement my food sources from anything wild, I've got enough on me. We saw that in the earlier video, what I'm pumping into this very gorgeous, look at that valley, into this very gorgeous piece of diverse ecology. Scotland Ranch offers 1,600 feet of elevation change, 6.5 miles of fishable running water, 3,000 acres of tramp time. There's just a little bit of it that has oats, alfalfa, and wheat. Guys, I got something that I want to show you guys. Right here is water hemlock. You see how it's got the nice little white, very small petals? But you can see on that stem, you see the little spots of purple? If we were to cut this, we would see that it's hollow on the inside. Every single part of this plant is completely poisonous. Completely poisonous. Right next to it, and you see the leaves, they've got kind of a fernish type of look. Well, just a little ways down, right here, look how close that looks to the hemlock. That's yarrow. The leaf structure is different, more fern-like. The clusters of very small white flowers are more densely populated. It will have a red, once the plant becomes more mature, a more reddish, pinkish color to the actual stem. But that's yarrow. That's your friend. That's hemlock. That's your mortal enemy. Yarrow good, hemlock bad. All right. We have water, but we also have hemlock. It's not at the water source that I can see. Looks like a lot of game, probably a lot of animal come down here to get a drink. So let's go ahead and let that settle down. Get that to settle down with the running water. Now, simply dam it back up. There we go. There's a sphagnum moss on here. That's nice to see. That's already filtering the water as well. It's got natural iodines in it. Helps purify the water here naturally. All right, there's one. There's the other. All right, so we've gotten down to the bottom of the valley, and I took a second to fill up my water bottle. I used the squeeze pouch Sawyer squeeze water filtration system, and it is amazing the amount of water hemlock that's down here. You got a nice little muddy crossing to get across, but we need to rough back up, get the show on the road. A little dusty there. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, time out for now. Let's move on. Quick that I want to say, and that's about, even though I'm really excited at the insertion time and point, I'm down here in the valley now. You can see up there how far down I came. I'm still descending from that trail there. I'm rehydrating right now, and I have a really quick access point to a natural spring that's running right alongside this Jeep trail, this ATV horseback riding trail. And I'm in the shade, and I'm cooling down. I'm bringing my heart rate down. I'm just taking a break, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the point that I wanted to make, is just keep calm. There's a couple cows through that bush right there. That spooked me a little bit. They're black cows, and of course they got a lot of black bear around here. But I was able to identify them as just being ungulates and not omnivores with 5-inch claws and canines teeth. So again, just want to take a minute to shout out to those people. Look, take a break. I'm going to try to get through this sunny patch right here, find another little shady spot, rehydrate, sit down, take the load off my back and my legs and knees, off my feet, get my heart rate down, collect myself, and then start humping again. Well, right there in that shady spot where I was sitting, got up with my rig on, and I lost my cell phone out of my OtterBox. Just popped off right from the rig. So I dropped the pack in the water and started walking back. So now we're taking another lesson learned stroll about tapping yourself down in the leaving area and making sure you got all your stuff. I mean, right as I stood up, I was like, did something just fall, or is that just, stuff wiggling around or something? I mean, I got that pack good and tight. There's the pack now. So, but it's spent calories, and I had a good breakfast this morning, thanks to Jacqueline Harris and Scott Harris. They brought me what they call breakfast tacos. So, and they were great, and I ate 3. So I gorged myself, because this is what was going to happen. So we're at noon now, almost 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and the heat is starting to sink in on this little valley. Do have a somewhat of a cool breeze, and the trail tends to be shady in good spots, so it offers and brings relief. So, but we must press on. We're trying to find a good spot to camp, and this hilly area is not a good place to camp, in my opinion. Not very comfy. So let's see if we can get to that Cottonwood Creek. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why are you whistling so loud? Enjoy the peace and quiet and tranquility of the bush. The wild beckons you to shut the F up. Well, there's a reason. Black bears. So I'm kind of giving a chance to go, hey man, hey, my food resources don't make that sound. That could be man. I don't like that person, that being, that thing. So I must go. Hard to say. But thus, folks, we whistle in the deep dark bush. I've not seen any bear scat, but that just means they haven't taken a poop right in the spot that I am right now. Doesn't mean they're over there pooping though. Thinking, speaking of poop, I need to get some more food. So we whistle. So just walked through another water crossing that was just aproned. I mean, it was like walking through a tunnel of hemlock. This stuff is everywhere. Oh, I talking to the Harrises, you really have to ingest quite a bit of the stuff for it to actually be lethal. But it will and can make you extremely sick. You just don't mess with it. I don't even like messing with the stuff around it. If it's next to that water source, I don't even drink the water from that water source. If there's cattail growing next to it, or miner's lettuce, or anything, it just pollutes everything around it. Very aggressive plant in that matter of fact. But I tell you, this incline that I've been traversing for probably the last 2 hours has kicked my butt. I love that there's so many little shady spots, little places to rest these dogs. I've already drank almost, I'd say probably 20 ounces of spring water, purified spring water. It's not blazing hot. I have a very, very slight breeze, but it's not doing much for evaporative cooling, I can tell you that much. I've got a wet bandana around my neck, helping keeping my head a little bit cooler. I'm going to have to get it wet here pretty soon because it's starting to dry out. It's a little bit humid down here in the valley, but this pack, it's something that I'm definitely learning. It's too heavy. I just have too much stuff in it. Believe me, once I find camp, a place that I'm going to pitch camp, it's going to be really good to take this thing off. But I really need to make sure that in my time here that I eat all the food before I called it quits. Because the weight that I have with me is just murdering my feet. My legs are very shaky. My back hurts. I'm probably going 100 to 200 yards at a time. I'm tramping just for that little bit amount of time before I hang it up. I find a nice little moss covered rock like this little guy, and all right, so I've rested here. My heart rate's back down. Time to get tramping.